I had a plan to avoid going to prison, and that was to go to rehab. I thought if I went to rehab, 30 days, go in front of the judge, say, listen, I went to sober living, and you don't have to send me to prison. I'm good now. I had carefully concealed a few substances to ease me through the withdrawals, and my dad drops me off at this place called Morse Village. The first thing they do is this lady takes me into this little room, and she was like, all right, we need to do a strip search. And at this point, I had never been to prison. I had never had a strip search. And I was just appalled. Absolutely not. Plus, she would have found my stash. So I was like, I'm not doing this. Turn around, I leave the rehab, and I call an old friend. They come and pick me up, and my dad always jokes that I made it home before he did. Fast forward about 6 months, and I was sentenced to prison. One of my jobs in prison was yard crew. I had to get up at like 4 a.m. They put us in this jumpsuit, and we get on this van, and the first thing they do is they hand us a rake, and they're like, you have to rake this whole area. How about I look out of the van and it's Morse Village? We were out there doing their yard work all the time, and the girls would be like lounging around in their pajamas and smoking cigarettes and like talking, and like I was in my jumpsuit just like, dang, that could have been me. Well, y'all know my story. Eventually I got out of prison and I continued to stay sober, and then I got an invite. These super sweet people in Colombia, and they were like, hey, will you come speak at this rehab, Morse Village? So I was able to speak to like all those women. But rehab is better than prison, so if you have that choice, definitely take it.